Hello everyone. In this video, I will discuss about the recent migrant workers' plight during the COVID-19 lockdown. The one which we saw during COVID-19 lockdown was an distressed migration, but not an aspirational migration. We'll discuss the way forward for a crisis like this. The first way forward, I quote from Friedrich Hegel, who's a philosopher. He says, "We learn from history that we don't learn from history." So already history has been created in the form of migrant crisis. We all saw it, so we just don't want to repeat it again. And the second way forward, when there was a plague in 1918, Ravindranath Tagore said social connection was an antidote for mental suffering. So the solution for this kind of problem, depends on the answer which you get for the question. So what I'm trying to say is, the solution is it's not like a straitjacket formula. We all need a holistic approach for this. And whenever the crisis like this comes, on the aspect of humanity, a thread of civil society, which acts like an antidote for this mental suffering, have been shackled away, and it got cracked in the threads, and a sign of unkindness have been dispersed among the people's mind. It's quite alarming, which the people needs to understand it. The people here in the bureaucratic angle. And the third way forward is to it may look somewhat a bigger thing, but it's sure thing it's gonna work. To bring that many of the DPSP rights, the directive principles of state policy, which is contained in part 4 of the constitution, into the fundamental rights perspective. For example, take right to employment, right to increased wage rate, and healthcare. Article 47 says improvement of people's healthcare is a primary duty of the state. All these things have a cascading effect on the people's life, from the birth to the death. So yeah, I forgot to say that scholars like Prabhat Patnaik also similarly demands a concept of universal justiciable economic rights, which revolves around the same perspective. So in conclusion, the migrant workers need not mere words, they need deeds. Announcing of my 20 lakh package to help the COVID situation, and of that only a small minute percentage of help for being migrant workers crisis, is completely surprising for me. And the migrant workers are languishing on the corners of the society for years together. It's time to uplift them, and also people should stand in shoulder to shoulder to help them right out. And I should also mention one person who stood up and stood right in this migrant crisis was Sonu Sood. He's basically acts as a villain in Telugu movies, but he's now become a hero everywhere. So this type of social connection is what Tagore was speaking in 1918. I hope whenever there is any future crisis, this social connection awakens up and enlightens the people and the humanity. Thank you.